Hey everybody, my name is Melissa. I'm an urban flower farmer located in Southern California, Zone 10B. I am about 16 miles from the coast, so we don't really have a frost here. So it's kind of cool because we can grow 365 days a year. Um, we do get hailstorms every now and then that will take out plants, so that kind of sucks. But today I wanted to take you along as I harvest some blooms for a client. I removed my lawn back in 2020. I had started gardening in 2018 after we bought this house, and I was in charge of lawn care. And let me tell you, it's not fun to mow and try to keep the grass alive in Southern California. It serves no purpose. Yeah, my kids ran around on it, but still, like, but still. So I started gardening. I wanted to grow food and provide a little bit of beyond organic produce for my family that doesn't have anything sprayed on it. I grow with a focus on biological control, meaning that I don't spray anything in the garden. I rely on nature to basically do it for me, beneficial insects to go ahead and move in and call this place their home so that they can take care of the bad pest bugs for me. I also have a focus on really, really healthy living soil in the garden so that if your soil is good, your plants are healthy, and then you don't have as many pest problems. So after I ran out of room in our backyard, I took over a small portion of the yard and I turned it into a perennial garden, which is over there where my butterfly bush is. And I loved it so much that I started growing more and more flowers. This flower is the one that started it all, the zinnia. I grew one purple prince, and it had so many layers that I just became obsessed with flowers. The funny thing is, I am allergic to pollen, so I do wear like farm sleeves when I'm out here harvesting just to protect myself because I will itch like crazy and get hives all over the place. But I absolutely love gardening and just spreading a positive message about turning your lawns into something that is more beneficial for the environment, for your mental health. And now we host workshops for kids to learn how to do floral arranging. Here's some beautiful straw flowers. And we host DIY workshops for Christmas ornaments made with dried flowers. We host bouquet bars in the spring and fall, so those are going to start coming back again. So really excited about that. We've got some, I think these were the Cannes light bronze snapdragons. Got some more floret zinnias. They're really short though. I just replanted another succession of some golden hour, Victorian wedding, and precious metals. Haven't covered it with mulch yet because I just finished clearing out that whole section over there. So I have to get in here with the mulch now. I've actually got 20 cubic yards of it in my driveway. It's really embarrassing, and I'm sure the neighbors hate me for it, but this is an unincorporated part of Los Angeles County, so I can do whatever I want in my front yard. And I do give the neighbors all flowers, so there's that. These are some pro-cut sunflowers. Usually when you are flower farming, you'll use the pro-cuts. I often use the branching as well because I'll do a lot of shorter arrangements, and I love the variety that you can get in the branching compared to the pro-cuts. But this is pro-cut plum, white knight, and horizon in here. And then we've got some unicorn mix zinnias, some queenie lemon peach, and some purple prince. Over here, we've got the plant that I inherited from the neighbors because the seeds just fly. And then I find monarchs all over it, and I feel bad and I can't get rid of it. But I do cut it down every year. We've got some orange, queenie lime orange. It's not called Queen anymore. The breeder changed the name. The queenie lemon peach, I believe. The queen, I don't know if that's the blush or the red. I think that's the red. Some emerald tassels, amaranth, some marigolds haven't come in yet. Some summer berries, yarrow, more of that damn milkweed. Strawflowers over there. The bees absolutely love that salvia. Absolutely love it. Some Mexican lavender in the back. Nope. Sage. Mexican sage? Think so. Over here we've got Black-Eyed Susan Cosmic Candy Vine. It did used to go over this arch, but I was so sick of it. It just kept taking over. And so I was trying to grow the blue butterfly pea up this, which it's in here somewhere. And I did see 2 flowers, but then this cucamelon decided it was going to start growing, and I didn't even plant it. I planted it years ago, and I didn't like it, and I spit the seeds out. Now we got a volunteer. And on this side, we've got the West India burr gherkin, which is another type of gherkin, just like the Mexican cucamelon one. But this one, come on, the spikes on it, the description in the freaking seed pack said, children will love to snack on this right out of the garden. Really? See those spikes on that thing? I apologize if the angles are weird. I've never really shot a YouTube video before, especially like a sideways one. I do shorts. That's about it. This giant bush of flowering basil that did go all the way to here, but I needed my walkway back, is cinnamon basil, and my goodness, is it covered with honeybees, native bees like sweat bees and mason bees, and I'm blanking on the other names. There's like little tiny gray ones that'll come in here, usually more in the evenings. We've always got monarchs flying around. And it's weird because today it's only 1, and usually there's 3 at a minimum and up to like 5 at a time. Got some sulfur cosmos right here, and then you can see that giant awful pile of mulch. Well, she wants to be on camera. This is the unicorn from Floret. I've got some dahlias in the backyard. I have a few dahlias out here, but they're not flowering yet. Here's some Fama White Scabiosa. This is a perennial here, and this is its 3rd year. I also have 4 plants down there. Oops. 4 plants down there, I apologize. And 2 over here. Now this is wild. This is just wild. If you're familiar with this plant, you know that this is Dardacas, and it's in the carrot family. So it's a cool flower. This is September. This is Southern California. We just had a heat wave where it was 108. And these just keep on trucking. Like they don't care. We've also got Bells of Ireland, which everybody says they need to go through a stratification period, cold stratification. This popped up. I mean, sure, it's not that big of a plant, but it's still really young. And I think if I fed it, it would do pretty well. And I don't know how this keeps happening. I had stock last all the way through the summertime. I had, I don't know why I'm blanking right now on other cool flowers that I had last. Oh, some group 1 and 2 snapdragons, like Chantilly Light Bronze, lasted a really long time. I cut it back now because I wanted to get a late fall flush of them. And check out that Rudbeckia. Look at that thing. I don't know if that's the Gloriosa, the double one. It was underneath. I had Cosmos all right here, volunteer Cosmos, and so it was covering my my wild bee balm. So I didn't even get to see that flower. That flowered and went to seed real quick. It kind of made my feverfew a little short, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's more bee balm or if that's shiso, because I noticed I found some shiso in the garden, and I didn't plant that either. I've got some. This is more of that. Oh no, this is holy basil. I'm sorry, this is holy basil, not the cinnamon like over there. This is holy basil if you have anxiety and a slew of other health issues. Google that. Holy basil works really great for a bunch of things. Brew it as a tea. I don't like the taste of it at all. I've tried it with honey. I've tried it with sugar. I've tried anything to sweeten it up. It just has such a weird taste. So if you know a really good holy basil recipe to where I could use this, because I've got it all over the yard, it volunteers everywhere, and I think it smells really cool, but not to drink it. I'm not eating it, but you know what I mean. This is flamingo feather celosia. Oh look, and a little native bee on it. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera. I hope it is, but probably not because I don't know what I'm doing. Trying to get better at this. Try to do some long form videos for YouTube because I do a lot in the garden, and I am an urban flower farmer, florist, I guess, as well, because I do design. Self-taught, just watched a bunch of YouTube and learned from other growers and designers, and just follow a lot of different people to get different designs, but of course make them all my own. Here's some more of that Fama White Scabiosa, super pretty. Some Amaranth that's going to seed. Here's some Dawn Creek zinnias. My sad looking bananas. I've got 3 more in the backyard that are actually looking great. Like one of them's like 7 feet tall. Here's some dahlias. And then this is wild. This is the other one that I'm like, dude, what's going on? Do you guys know what this is? These are anemones. In this section, I had ranunculus and anemones all over here. And a lot of my dahlias were overgrown, falling all over the place. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to cut this all up. Plus the grass grew everywhere. So I'm like, I'm going to rip this all out, clean it all up, get it ready for fall. And then they're all coming up right now. I don't know what the heck is going on. It is not time for anemones. Not at all. Again, we just had a heat wave with triple digits that reached 108 degrees. And we haven't had any rain since March. So, you know, my garden is nuts. We've got some of the Floret celosia right here. I don't remember which ones. This was not a Floret original. This is an Amaranth that she sold last year called Mira, or 2 years ago. And it's self-seeded, self-sown. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a mixture of the green and the red. So normally you'll get one or the other, but in that one you get both. Look at this color. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm a big fan of the peaches this year and the corals. So pretty. More feverfew, more freaking Dara everywhere. This, get out of here, cucamelon. This is Grand Prix. I did not pin up any of my dahlias. I actually forgot this was here because I planted it last year and it never grew. So I thought that the tuber rotted, but it did not. I don't even know if that just worked right now. We'll have to figure that out later. Maybe edit it out.